Dude, they didn't even stand up for me. They love you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Your show.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in so long.
Yes.
This show you just did, you filmed it, what, like 2 years ago?
No, last year.
Only last year?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
last year.
Okay.
We shot it really fast in Vancouver.
Yeah, that's right. I remember when you shot it because you turned down my pilot to do the show.
Okay,
And,
allegedly, but I don't remember this.
Oh, yeah, well, that means you didn't even see it. Your reps turned down.
My reps are blockading you from me.
But it looks like you made the right choice because my pilot didn't get picked up and your show did.
Okay,
so,
well, thank you so much.
Yeah. And it's a great show. It's super funny. I don't want to... we got clips. We'll show the clip so it does the heavy lifting explaining. Here's a clip from the new show, Laid.
Take a guess.
Okay, no, sorry, that was the wrong.
You told me you had a surprise. That was a really good surprise.
That was from Shortcomings, Randall Park director. We did a scene together. But anyway, this is. Sorry, wrong part. This is Laid. This is Laid.
Oh, guys, what's he saying?
正话，
Yes.
我太喜欢你的戏了。
啊，谢谢。
来。Okay, no. Sorry, I got it wrong. I made a mistake. Sorry. That's not Laid. Okay, that's another project we did. We did Joyride together. It was in Vancouver. It was super fun. Okay, this is Laid. This is Laid.
Those 18 people with X's over their faces, they're dead. And every single one of them, I've slept with.
Maybe this is just what happens in our 30s?
And they're dying in the exact order I slept with them.
Okay, well, there's got to be an explanation. Right? Maybe it's long...
COVID? No. We ruled that out.
Body.
Hair theories, went through all of them. Almost thought we had something with surprise fire crotch. Unexpected red pubes.
Dude, super funny. Laid on Peacock.
This guy's got jokes. He's got
I can't
jokes.
believe we actually were in like 3 projects together.
Every single movie / TV show where there is one Asian person, you're in it. You're the next person.
Yeah.
And I think you just proved that.
Yeah, and I pride myself on being that.
Heck yes.
Please call me if you have more than one Asian in your thing.
I do have a funny story about Shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, what?
But this was not going to be my surprise.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Go
my
for it.
funny story about Shortcomings
Which is
was
the
that...
thing we did together. It's the first clip. Go watch it.
He didn't show the part where we smooch. We do smooch,
Okay,
which
yeah,
I... And after Randall would call cut, Ronny would be like...
What do you mean?
We would like smooch, and then Randall would be like cut, and he'd be like,
Yeah.
scene's
Dude,
over.
Yeah, as soon as the director says cut, my job is done, woman. All right, I'm not. Want me to linger in the kissing? Like once the love scene, once the director says cut, I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Married. Yeah. No, I respected it. I was like, no, I really respect this man.
Wouldn't it be weird if I didn't stop though?
Of course, I know.
Yeah, but that's like an acting. Like I don't know, as an actor, does it take a while for you to get out of the scene? I don't know. I'm like, no, my erection dies down immediately.
Okay. Well, this is a good pivot to my surprise, which is that over the holiday, I watched a new comedy special, and it was so funny.
Oh, that's right.
I just want to shout that out.
Wait, this is your surprise that you watched my comedy special on Netflix?
No, it's not. Well, because, people here come and talk about their stuff, but I want to shower you with some love.
It's okay. I get enough attention on this show. My name's in the...
Yeah, I know.
That's nice of you. Yeah, thanks for coming to the... when I was on tour with... Oh, wait, you never came a single time.
This is a roast. We always miss each other geographically. Because you were doing it in LA, and then I was in New York, and then you were in New York, and then I was in Vancouver.
No, I don't take it. Yeah,
I'm on the mailing list.
Yeah, I know. But thanks for watching it. Thanks for watching it.
It's so funny.
I appreciate it.
It brought me a lot of joy.
Yeah, but we're here to talk. No, don't talk about me. Dude, I love backstage. She's like, I have a surprise for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to say it on air. And her surprise was promoting my special. Right? I don't think you know what surprise is.
No, it's embarrassing you in front of your loving fans.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Guys, stop. Okay. Everyone here is loving it. I promise you the comment section is hating this right now. So tell us about Laid. Tell us about Laid.
Okay, yeah, Laid is a dark comedy rom-com. It's about a woman in her 30s, Ruby Yao, who's having a hard time finding love, and she starts to find out that everyone she's ever slept with is dying in mysterious ways in the order that she slept with them. Right. So she has to be like, am I the problem? And sort of that's the umbrella of her sort of like love quest search of warning all her previous lovers and then getting tangled in some triangles along the way.
Yeah. And just to be clear, I mean, it's not like they're dying of STDs.
No, it's not that.
It's not that.
No.
That's obviously the.
Yeah. It's a comedy, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So.
I mean, that's the allegory, but
Yes,
it's not actually people dying of gonorrhea.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I'm not sure you can. Yeah.
Oh, you can't die from gonorrhea.
I don't know. I'm not.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
You just lost your chance in the comment section.
But like because it's kind of like Final Destination a little bit.
Yeah.
When people die, it's always like some weird left field. And I watched it. It was super funny. I gotta tell you, I'm not just saying it. It's super funny. It's very watchable. It's very watchable. You're great in it.
Thank you.
You know, everything I watch you in, it's like you're so talented. You've got comedic timing out the wazoo. But you come from this like experimental theater background.
I do.
So how did you get it to this place where you can, you're nominated for like Academy Awards for realism acting, but you come from this, I don't know what you're doing in experimental theater in New York.
It's a lot of like rolling around on the floor,
right.
You know? And it's a lot of like
just a lot of what? Just
so you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like freezing.
Well, just like shapes, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just like abstractions.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird, but it's also, you know what it is, actually, what I think about it? I mean, there's like clowning involved too, where people do like mask work or like clowning work. It's just like big art space, actually. It's not like, things are maybe not as mainstream, but I actually think the thing that experimental theater gave me was permission to be like a full artist and be like fearless. Right. And I think, when we were first starting out, I just like, that space was not available in a mainstream way for me.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
Wait, you mean what was not available? Like the...
Well, there was no Joyride. There was no Everything Everywhere. There was like...
You mean...
16 Candles,
you mean work. There was no work. There's no jobs. There's no work available.
Jobs.
Yeah. So do you mean you went to experimental theater because you couldn't get a job or because you wanted to do it?
I think because I wanted to like fully do what I was capable of doing.
Right, you're a pure artist in that way. That's what was surprising when I first met you. I was like, oh, she's like a legitimate actor.
Thanks.
Like artists. Like for me, I tell dick jokes in bars.
That's an art form too.
It is, but it's not like...
It's art.
It's not really art. It's like I'm like this close from like just whipping my dick out. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a bar, just I guess it is. I guess bad stand-up comedy is experimental theater in a way. Isn't it?
Honestly, I did do comedy. I was like in the sketch world, and the reason why I decided to not continue down that path was because the hours are so crazy. You have to stay awake so late.
Yeah, I feel like
even
shit.
at an early age, I was like, how does one start at midnight?
Yeah.
Like,
how does mentally ill because of it? Because we're starting late and then we're just not sleeping and then we're just. And then did you consciously get out of experimental theater because you were like, I'm done with it, or like it's time to get a real job?
No, I actually there was a casting director who like sort of discovered me and put me into a table read of the first ever potential. Maybe one day this will be SpongeBob musical on Broadway, SpongeBob the musical on Broadway. So it was like when they were first developing it and they just needed extra, like honestly non-equity actors because I was not in the union. They needed to hire some extra people to do funny voices.
Scabbing!
Yeah, I was scabbed.
Scabbing works.
And then I stuck with that for like 5 years. It was just this 2-hour table read in the Viacom building, and they kept asking me back, and that sort of helped me transition into doing theater sort of full time.
Oh, so it wasn't even...
It wasn't
mounted.
a conscious...
It was just the table read for 5 years.
Yeah, well, we did like a table read, and then we did workshops developing it.
Right, but it wasn't even staged. You were just developing it for like 5 years.
Then in the last few years, we did out of town, blah, 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 and then got a call one day that was like, we're going to Broadway, do you want to come? And I was like, okay.
You're in
yeah,
like that,
so it was kind of, it wasn't ever like a conscious choice to leave experimental theater.
Yeah, look, we all have different paths, but what's interesting about that, I'm always interested in the people who just like pursue passions without thought of money.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like you're doing experimental theater. Like you definitely want trying to get famous.
Yeah, totally.
You were just like trying to get like these shapes out of your body.
Yeah, I was trying to get the shapes out of my body.
Trying to get the shapes out, and then, dude, you got enough shapes out that you got nominated for an Oscar.
I know.
It was crazy.
Right?
Yeah. It was so crazy.
Thank you. Yeah.
So like how was the Oscar for those of us who will never do that? Like what's it, like as a show business professional, there's the art and then there's the business side. So when I watch people like who are up for Oscars, the business side of me knows the show side of me admires the artists, and the business side of me is like, oh, they're gonna do a lot of campaigning.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a presidential campaign.
Yeah.
Like, did you feel that way when you were up for the Oscars and the...
Well, honestly, you know, it was like, because we got to do it together with Michelle, Key, and the Daniels, with Jamie, like, it felt like a bunch of friends being like, we are going to stand in this light together. Okay. But also, before I decided to do Laid,
you turned down my pilot.
I allegedly turned down your pilot.
You definitely turned it down. Yeah.
Oops. And or I didn't see it. Yeah. I'm really bad at texting and emailing.
Did not even read it. And then, But if I was coming off an Oscar nomination, I wouldn't do a pilot either. So by the way, I'm just joking about blaming you for it. But
I actually don't feel like I saw it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah, Oscar. Let's go.
Well, so I ran into Ali Wong on the airplane before I signed on to Laid, and she was on her way to the Gotham Awards for her performance in Beef.
Yes.
And she was like, it was the first award of award season. And she was like, what is like award season like? Like, I don't know, I feel like I don't want to stand in the light, you know? Yeah. And I was like, you were amazing and you deserve to like stand and own all the effort that you've put in for all these years to get to where you are. And she won. And she won.
Yeah.
But then also, at the tail end of that conversation, we like talked about award season. Then I was like, hey, have you ever heard of she's worked with Ninotchka Khan, and Ninotchka directed her comedy specials. Yeah. And I was like, what do you think of Ninotchka Khan?
I also worked with her.
Yes. Well, you are in. If there's an Asian person, Ronny was there.
I was in Young Rock. But
yes. Okay.
I was like this cowboy Asian. Anyway,
Cowboy Asian.
Cowboy
yeah,
Asian,
I knew that.
Wearing a mustache.
Right, and that's what the pilot was about. Anyway, so but Notch is our showrunner, one of our showrunners, and the director of Laid. And I was like, what do you think of Ninotchka Khan? And Ali was like, I would recommend any person to work with her if they got the chance. And after that flight, I was like, I'm gonna do Laid.
Sold.
Yeah.
And
synchronicity.
That's how it became Laid. Yeah, it became Laid. And
was that an underwhelming story?
It wasn't underwhelming. It was like I was asking you about your Oscar experience. Then you turned it into talking about how Ali Wong is awesome. So it was a nice deflect.
The Oscars
praise.
were. I mean, it was like it's really well. You know, when you do something you care about, it feels less crazy to like stand
behind
and
it.
show up and like stand behind it. Right. And that movie changed so many people's lives that it was like, thank you.
Yeah, it was good. That
I was like, it's not even just for me. Yeah. It's for every single person who's like watching and sees themselves a part of this.
Wow, so rehearsed. Okay. No, but Stephanie, you're the best. No, you're the best. You're the best. Thanks for coming on the show. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for sharing your talent. You're the best. I love doing stuff with you. Everybody, Laid is streaming now on Peacock. Stephanie Hsu, everybody.